Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are today's headlines. The first practice drill for Cần Thơ City Defense Area in 2023 was finished after 2 days. A meeting to celebrate the 93rd founding anniversary of the Vietnam Farmers Union. Vietnam is one of the countries that will participate in testing the new Japanese dengue vaccine. Top news today. On October 12th, the first practice drill for the Cần Thơ City Defense Area in 2023 was finished after 2 days. All aspects of the drill content were executed following the suggested strategy. Colonel thống, nhất, Deputy Commander-in-Chief of Staff of Military Zone 9, evaluated the outcomes and noted that the practice frames had produced the document's content with care and consideration. Colonel thống, nhất subsequently asked the content team to review the material to modify the length of several meetings by the principles of adequate content, vividness, and realism. Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, Secretary of the Cần Thơ City Party Committee, also recommended that the staff continue to exhibit a strong sense of responsibility and determination to perform given tasks in order for the second practice and the official drill to be successful. At the same time, requires members of the steering committee, organizing committee, and groups to continue researching and adjusting the contents to ensure everything is on schedule through the comments from the head and specialized departments and divisions of Military Zone 9. On the morning of October 13, Cần Thơ City Farmer Union held a meeting to celebrate the 93rd founding anniversary of the Vietnam Farmer Union. Attending were Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hiếu, alternate member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of the Cần Thơ City Party Committee, and Mr. Nguyễn Ngọc Hè, Vice Chairman of the City People Committee. Delegates reviewed the 93-year glorious tradition of the peasantry and reaffirmed the Vietnam Farmer Union's significant contributions to the socio-economic development of the nation during the meeting. In order to welcome the Congress of Farmers Union delegates at all levels, period 2023-2028, all levels of the city's Farmer Union register and carry out 54 projects in support of the beautiful revolutionary tradition of the Vietnam Farmer Union. The Cần Thơ City Farmer Union honored and paid tribute to 72 typical farmers who had made remarkable contributions to its operations and the local farmer movement. The union officially established the City Typical Billionaire Farmers Club on this occasion, with 25 members whose annual profits are above 1 billion Vietnamese dong and are skilled producers and entrepreneurs. On the morning of October 13, the Vietnam Women Union of Cần Thơ City organized a visit and incense offering to Uncle Ho Monument at Ninh Kiều Wharf. 100 members came to present President Ho Chí Minh with flowers and incense. Here, Ms. Võ Kim Thoa, President of the Cần Thơ City Vietnam Women Union, which represent about 180,000 female officials and members, briefed Uncle Ho on the accomplishment of the City Women Union at all levels over the previous 20 years, including looking out for the welfare, maintaining local security and order, and strengthening the association. The members also wore áo bà ba and marched in the parade alongside the 67 car club, Cup automobiles from the 80s and 90s, and electric vehicles. These are events commemorating the 20th anniversary of Cần Thơ becoming a centrally run city, as well as festivities taking place as part of the áo bà ba and áo dài festival. Professor Dr. Nguyễn Văn Kính, Vice President of the Vietnam Medical Association and former Director of the National Hospital of Tropical Diseases, said that Vietnam is one of the countries that will participate in testing the Japanese dengue vaccines. A Japanese dengue vaccine that has recently undergone testing is initially successful in blocking all 4 varieties of dengue virus. Vietnam is one of the countries that will participate in this vaccine trial. Vaccinations are the best method of preventing infectious diseases, says Professor Dr. Nguyễn Văn Kính. However, he also underlined that before making it broadly available to the community, it is essential to test and thoroughly examine the influence on health. According to the SPS Vietnam, under the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, this agency recently got notice from New Zealand on draft phytosanitary measures for several fresh fruits from Vietnam. New Zealand has stated its intention to ease sampling and monitoring measures and eliminate plant quarantine objects for some citrus fruits such as grapefruits, lemons, limes, and rambutans from some countries, including Vietnam, in order to gather feedback on the draft and to ensure compliance with import market requirements. SBS Vietnam proposes that the Plant Protection Department conduct necessary research and inform organizations, companies, and people who export the aforementioned fresh fruit to the New Zealand market. The Cần Thơ City Department of Agriculture and Rural Development estimates that in September 2023, the city total agriculture area was 2,048 hectares, with farming output reaching 23,580 tons. In total, the agriculture sector achieved 94% of the year plan in 9 months of 2023. The overall amount of seafood harvested during the last 9 months declined by 2% compared to the same time last year, achieving 79% of the plan. Additionally, Cần Thơ has 220 hectares of aquaculture that meet ASC, VietGap, and other standards for food safety and hygiene. The city also released approximately 11,250 kilograms of fish fingerlings of all varieties in September on the Hậu River to regenerate aquatic resources between the provinces of An Giang, Cần Thơ, and Đồng Tháp. Responding to the Áo Bà Ba and Áo Dài festival organized by the Women Union of Cần Thơ City, designer Huệ Thi from Cần Thơ will introduce an impressive collection named Áo Bà Ba with Bandana. With the familiar rustic material of the South, it is once again transformed and skillfully designed by designer Huệ Thi with bright colors, creating a simple but no less beautiful áo bà ba. The collection has about 60 models, in which the designers aim for diversity and convenience, with both áo bà ba for men and women, as well as for children and the elderly. This collection will be presented within the framework of the Southern Charm. Along with varied fish and the yellow Sebastiania flowers, the floating season in Western Vietnam is graced by nature with many rich products. We must mention the specialty white olive, which has been strongly associated with childhood for many people in the West. Coming up is the story of the white olive during the floating season, which transports you back into the Transcorp countryside. More than 80 plants can be found in the family white olive garden of Miss Vic. In this garden, white olive trees are growing among other fruit plants. The tree is green and consistently produces fruit. Since around 3 years ago, the white olive garden has been in production. The family picks more than 30 kilograms every day on average. It is then sold at the market by Miss Vic, who also arrange for vendors to resell.
Because I like white olive, I choose to grow it so I can eat it too.
White olive is a rustic plant that grows naturally. Due to its low economic worth in the past, few people cultivate it. Most often, they pick it and eat it at home. With its distinct sour, astringent flavor and current status as a floating season specialty, white olives are now enjoyed by a wide audience. As a result, it is widely grown in the western provinces. During the rainy season, we don't need to do anything. Just let the tree bloom and bear fruit naturally. Every day I pick several dozen kilograms and I do it all year round.
I pick roughly 10 to 20 kilograms for anyone who requires that much. I give them wholesale prices and they process and resell it. These days, a lot of people enjoy white olives for their sour, sweet and bitter flavor.
Fresh white olives can cost anywhere between 15,000 to 35,000 Vietnamese dong per kilogram depending on the season. Along with selling fresh fruits, Miss Vic and many others in the West also make a variety of delicious sweet and sour and visually appealing dishes from white olives, such as pickled white olive, jam made from white olive, and crushed white olive mixed with salt and chili. These dishes range in price from 60,000 to 100,000 Vietnamese dong per kilogram. For many centuries, the inhabitants of the Western River region have been associated with the rustic white olive. Wild products from the floating season are now prize gifts that capture the soul of the countryside. Coming up next is the weather forecast. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.